Hello students and welcome to the class. I am your history teacher Manoj Arora. Today we will be starting with a new chapter, that is Rebels and the Raj. It is in book 3, which is of modern India. But before I start the chapter, I hope you all will be fine at your homes, taking care of your family as well as yourself. Children, Rebels and the Raj, this chapter is talking about the incident which you have studied many times in your lower classes. I am talking about our first freedom struggle, that is 1857, the revolt of 1857. Now this event, if you go to the British history, they call it a Sepoy Mutiny, whereas we Indians call it the first war of independence. It is only the way of viewing it up. The Britishers had considered it a Sepoy Mutiny. In this chapter, before I start, if you remind about your earlier classes, if you remember, we had read a lot of things. What were the religious causes? What were the social causes? What were the diplomatic causes? What was the immediate cause? That biting up the bullets and filling in the Enfield rifles, that the bullets were smeared with the fats of the pigs in the cows, which had affected the emotions of both Hindus and the Muslims, and that what had given rise to this mutiny. But in this chapter we are going to read a little bit in an elaborate way. 10th May 1857, the Sepoys of Meerut, they rose up to mutiny. Soon, very soon, when the people came to know, as those who were coming to know about this mutiny, they were joining the mutiny. The Sepoys mutiny had spread to the cavalry, then it had reached to the city, where the ordinary people also joined this mutiny. And they had turned this mutiny into a rebellion. 11th May, many of these people, at the night of 10th May, these people rode the horses towards Delhi. And 11th May morning, they were outside the royal court of Bahadur Shah Zafar. It was the month of Ramzan, and the king had just finished his prayers. When these rebels, they forgot the etiquettes of the court and went inside in order to meet Bahadur Shah Zafar. The motive was to get affiliation from the king, that this fight could be fought by the Hindus and the Muslims together in the name of the Mughal king. The Mughal king did not have any option except giving his, he got agreed. He gave his agreement to all this. He agreed to this. The pattern of rebellion everywhere was the bullet was fired or a bugle, you would listen the sound of a bugle, then we would go for seizing of the bellams, then plundering the treasury, then attacking the government buildings. And whatever records were available in those government buildings, those all things were either destroyed or burnt. They were burnt in fire. These buildings were put to fire. This time, stopping the rebels was somewhere appeared to be totally impossible. Everything connected to the white became the target. It was not the buildings. Anything. The Britons were trying to save themselves. Britons were those British people, those who were living in India, were called Britons. Britons were running here and there in order to save their lives. And the entire British kingdom, the entire British rule was nowhere seen. The rich also became the target of the rebel wrath. The moneylenders, those who tried to oppress the peasants, the zamindars, everybody, they all were also considered to be the part and parcel of the British, and hence they were also attacked. Their account books were burnt, they were looted, their money, their belongings were taken by the peasants. This time the wrath was spreading up and this revolt was widening by every hour. The mutiny had turned up to a rebellion. May and June, it was totally a commotion, totally disturbance, and the Britishers were trying their best in order to come up to the back position, to the same position. But this time, it was spreading so fastly. You talk about Kanpur, Bareilly, Jhansi, you talk about any area, except some of the areas of the south, you would find in entire North India. And it was spreading like a wildfire. One of the British officers had quoted that British rule collapsed like a house of cards. That's why we call 1857 as first war of independence. Whatever the Britishers say, it would be. But in India, we consider that in order to get freedom from the Britishers, this was the day, 10th May 1857 was the day when we started to fight against the British in order to get our India free. Taking the name of Bahadur Shah Zafar was one of the signs where Hindus and the Muslims wanted to come together under one head to get the legitimacy from the king that they would be fighting this war in the name of their own king and they would remove the British out of the country. I hope you must have understood this chapter. We will do till here only today. If you have got any problem, do come to me in the online sessions arranged by the school, or you can write the problems in the comment box. Please do write the name, class and section in the comment box. That is also necessary. Do read NCERT books. That is a must. Without that we cannot do anything. Thank you very much. God bless you.